All right, I believe the stream is going. The sound looks good. This is Teacher Danny's live stream. Tonight I'm going to be refining a game that I'm already working on. I'm going to be refining a game that I'm already working on. We're going to spend about an hour on it. Literally, I just want to get content out there. I want to get some, something on the internet, and so I'm just live streaming what I was going to be doing anyway. I'll be doing this. I was doing this for hours beforehand. I'll be doing this hours for after. Okay, so first things first. Here's one of the tough things about being a solopreneur. I have to test this game. You see this game here? Let me see, get the little guy. Let's see. There's my little guy. He's going to run around. He's going to do the game, right? But I have a second computer here because this is a two-player game. Okay, I have to reset this one. I had it in idle too long, but I'm going to have a second character in here because this is how the game works so far. We're going to work in here. We're going to click Team A, Team B. It's going to teleport each of us to this user interface. You see it's just a square now. And the other side, this is the B side. They get the same. Okay, and then they are going to fight each other. And that's about as far as I got it so far. I got it for them to, it doesn't look like they're fighting, but it's like you push a button and something happens. And not enough is happening yet. But anyway. Okay. All right, I got my other little character in here. See, there he is. His name is CameraBot, because I wanted a second one in here because before it used to be really difficult to record. And, CameraBot is still pretty useful for some stuff if I need to record it, but it's like a second. Well, it's just like a second account, right? Okay, so I'm going to go over here. Teacher Danny's going to choose Team A. And then let's see. CameraBot will choose. Man, I actually don't get that confused often between the two computers, but I'm also trying to run this stream. So hold on. Okay. All right. So Teacher Danny, this guy picked. Let's pick the lowest level on the atomic type. Okay. We'll pick the lowest level. And here, let's go watch the other guy. I'm going to be doing it with my computer, but see, he has the same options. And let's have him get the electric one. Okay? So you see on this side, he picked electric. And so that's what the electric one looks like. I picked the atomic one, and this is what the atomic one looks like. Now, normally you wouldn't be able to go from side to side. Okay? So here is the user interface. It's going to look way cooler than this when it's done. I just want it to work, right? And let's do an attack. I'm going to click the strong attack, and it should do something. Let's see if it shows you the animation. Okay, hold on. Maybe I have to. Okay, there it goes. See, it animated a little item that spawned in, moved towards the enemy as if it was an attack. You don't have to refine how it does that and all. But here's the issue I'm having. I click on the other ones and nothing happens. So I click on quick. Oh. Okay, I'm going to click on strong on the other guy. Okay, so see the strong? He's electric and he sent the electric tornado. But we're choosing quick and nothing's happening. Okay, so let's go from there. Let's try and figure it out. All right. All right. So we also have, I'm using Windsurf as the IDE. This is where I edit all my code, and then on the right side here, I got my AI already it comes with the AI built in, and I did have to pay to get enough access. I don't know that much about AIs, but down here it gives you a choice, and a good friend of mine who I really trust said that use the Claude one. It's been going great. It's really, really good. Okay, so let's just tell it what's going on. Nothing happens when I choose the quick attack. Let's see if that's enough. Sometimes it'll just tell you. It's like, which script are you talking about? Can you show me, tell me where the file is? Usually I'll just copy and paste the entire script in there. Okay. I found the issue and handle attack choice on line 574. You know what? I found it's not usually accurate on what lines it's on. Oh, okay. This time it is. Handle attack choice. What's it want to do? It wants to remove this part where it says, if current match dot choice A and current match choice B exist, then clean up timer and then resolve round. Those are functions to like each step, and each one of those functions like checks something. It checks is one of the score. Are both players have more than 0 health? Because if one player has 0 health or less, then of course the game ends, and it does all these checks. All right. And it wants it to change it here. So it looks like, let's see, clean up timer and resolve round. It looks like all it wants to do is move where it is. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to click accept file and just take it. When you use AI, you should look at what they're doing. I have not been that much for this coding. It's just going really well. And I think also maybe I'm using it not less, but like I'm using it more specifically. Like I know what I want it to do. I just don't want to figure out all the little syntax and such. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the game. Let's see what the difference is this time. I feel so cool. I'm here with like 2 computers, and I'm like, tap it into the mainframe, The coolest is when I get to go from like headset to computer and back. Okay. They both picked one. I'm going to pick the electric egg, and I'll have the other guy pick the ocean egg, so his egg will be blue. Okay? And if you've noticed this timer, we'll get to the timer later. Okay, now I'm going to push quick and see what happens. I guess I should show you the console. I have the console hidden. Come on, go away. Why do you have to be there? Oh, how do I get this open? Hold on, I'm going to try and take this to my other screen. And all right. That's all right. I'll use console on the other one. So yeah, so nothing's happening. See, the health is the same. I hit quick, nothing happened. Okay, I'm hitting it while the numbers are going down. Sorry, all right. So I hit quick, nothing happens. Okay, now let me see if strong still works. So I hit strong when the timer goes off, hopefully. Okay, it did work. See, strong, the electric tornado worked. I wonder if block will work. I wonder if we'll see block. Okay, block doesn't show up. That's interesting. All right, let's go back to the script and let's actually have it like help us figure it out, okay? Nothing happens when I click quick attack. Show me in the script where it is supposed to happen. don't change anything, just show me. I've actually kind of never really asked it to do that. I guess I'm being more thorough because I know people are watching, and I'm like, I got to do things the right way. No shortcuts in life. Yeah, right. You know how many shortcuts we've gotten? How many shortcuts I have? I'm so lucky. All right. Let's see. What is it complaining about? See, now it tells you all this stuff. This time we're going to read it. Okay, nothing happens when I click quick. Here's the flow when you click quick attack from 97 to 100. So if the combat UI A is this whole board that has the buttons on it. This square right here with these 4 buttons, 3 white ones and a yellow one, and then the 2 health bars, that is what the combat UI A is, and the other one is combat UI B. Okay, so that's all they are. So if combat UI A exists, which it does, then send it on attack choice, which is the name of the event. Okay, listening, and it should send, the data it's sending with it is handle attack choice. Okay, and it's doing the same for both. So the handler functions, where it actually does this, calculates all this. Let's see. Handler functions 574 to 598. 594. Okay. Oh, we're like basically there. 594. Come on, Cletus. All right, handle attack choice is the handler right here, right? Where is that here? It said what? 574. And this actually is like some of the most fun part of programming. The only problem with like having to be thorough and go through everything is that you have time constraints to do things. You want to get projects done. Now, if I could take as long as I wanted for projects, or just have like really long deadlines, actually, not even like take as long as I want, but let's just stretch it out, then this would be tons of fun because, we're just sitting here, we're solving puzzles and there wouldn't be that stress or that pressure. Okay. Because I'm so stressed and pressured. Handle attack choice. That's right here on 574. Okay, so it checks if there's no current match, which is I think like a Boolean or something, I don't know. If it doesn't exist, then return, which means like end this function. You're not going to do anything else in this function if you hit return. Okay, but current match does exist, so it'll keep going that. So we make a variable called robot, and its type is robot instance. The player ID, I think there's something wrong with the ID, but we can get to that. The player ID equals that. Current match.robot A. Current match.choice A equals choice. Okay. And, okay, the choice is the attack. All right. Exits if player ID doesn't match either player. Okay. Okay. I think this is where the problem is because I feel like the players aren't getting I feel like they're getting their player ID number changed somehow in here, and it's getting changed to 4. Okay. The UI isn't sending on attack choice event when you click quick. The player object sent from the UI doesn't match this .current.robot ID or player. This current is null. Add a console log to see if it's even being called when you call quick. Okay. How do I add that console log? I know that's an easy one, but again, that's why I have no problem just letting AI do this one. Okay, let's look at what it did. Yeah, just a console log there. Console log handle attack choice player.name.get. You know what? I also want player.id. Is that a thing? Is that all right? What I just put in? Player ID? No, right? Okay, let's see if that works. All right, let's go into the game. Gonna reset everything. I'm coming. Okay, pick Team B. And now we're going to go over and pick Team A. Okay. Now we get to choose our robot. I'm going to choose the fire. Well, it's actually lava. I wanted to be unique. You know, I was like, everybody uses fire. Let me use lava. I did use electric. Okay, and this guy picked ocean. All right, let's see what happens when we push quick. Oh, you know what? We gotta see this console. Oh, man. Oh. Can I just click that? Why can't I click it? Oh, I know why I can't click it, because I was zoomed in. Man. Come on, Danny, act like you've been here, buddy. Okay. Now let's watch again. Okay, I'm going to push quick. Let's see what happens down here. Teacher Danny chose quick. All right, here, let's stop everything. Okay, so I can peek at this console log, okay? So here's what happened since I pushed quick. It's going a little too fast. Okay. Yeah, so all right. Okay, Teacher Danny deals 0, but Camera Bot deals 5 to Teacher Danny because did I pick quick for that one? Why would that do 5 to Teacher Danny? Teacher Danny deals 0 to Camera Bot. They deal 0 to each other. All right, you know what? I got to take out these console logs that are filling up my screen because I'm having a timer that times every 5 seconds. Okay, so where is this at? 700? Good God. I have 700 lines? And dude, that's like nowhere near a lot, but for me, I don't know. I'm impressed. I'm like happy. I'm like, wow, look, I can do stuff. Okay, let's turn that console off. What's the other one that we had on? That was 700. What's this one? 695. Oh, hey, man, right around the corner. Shoot, right next door. Okay. Okay, is there any more? How many other console logs are popping up in there? Okay, so the one that shows our score, the one that showed who dealt what, the choices. I definitely want to keep the choices. Teacher Danny chose block. Camera Bot chose block. Okay, that's cool. Okay, did I save it? Okay, I'm going to save it. Control S. So now that's saved. I'm going to give it a second to compile. Okay, looks like it's ready. Okay. Okay, I'm going to choose A. Hold on, let's have this up. Good grief. All right. So choose team A. Our other guy's choosing team B. We teleport. All right. And if you've noticed, we haven't really even done anything yet. Like a lot of it is set up. Like getting things set up. Okay. So I picked the atomic. Here, let's. All right. So I picked the atomic genesis. On the other one, I'll pick electric genesis. Okay. So, Teacher Danny versus CameraBot. Great. CameraBot versus Teacher Danny. Okay, each of our user interfaces are reporting that. Then Teacher Danny chose block. CameraBot chose block. I have it set up where, like, if nobody does anything, then everybody is going to choose block. Like, if you don't make a choice, okay? Now, let me see. I'm going to click quick. Okay, you see down here, called quick. So Teacher Danny chose quick. CameraBot chose block. Did anything happen? Did I just miss something? Let's do it again. Okay, see, now they both chose block because you go back down. If you don't choose an attack, it goes to block. Okay, so quick. Oh, but quick, a block blocks quick. Oh, there it is. That's the quick attack, that ball moving. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay, Teacher Danny chose quick. Let's see what happens when it gets to the end of the timer. Okay, nothing is happening, and I think it's because I'm having the guy with the yellow egg over there. I'm having him choose block, and block quick. So here, I'm gonna have the other one click strong, while I pick quick on this one. Okay. Oh, as soon as I did it, it went over. Okay. Now, if I do it vice versa, what'll happen? Okay, let's wait for the timer to start. Okay, we sent over the strong attack. Now, they didn't send over their quick attack. Yeah, player 5. Okay, player choice quick. So the other guy picked quick. CameraBot chose quick, and Danny chose block. Okay, so I'm going to click strong, and then quick on the other one, because quick beats strong. Okay, so the quick attack worked. Now, same thing. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back the other way. This guy, my guy, is going to pick quick, and the other one's going to pick. Okay, so I made the call. Teacher Danny chose quick. CameraBot chose block, so nothing happens. Okay. Hold on. Can I do it one more time? I'm going to choose strong on the other one. Okay, so this one won. Now again, I'm going to go back and do strong on this one and quick on the other one. Because, okay, so it only does the animation if you win. So if it's a tie, then nothing happens. So for example, so here, I'm going to do, this time I'm going to do, let's see, what does a block beat? Block beats strong. Okay. Yeah, but this guy picked block. All right, so if one picks block, how does block lose? Block lose if it fights quick. Okay. I'm going to have quick. I'm going to have the atomic. I'm going to have the electric one do quick and this guy do block. Okay. Teacher Danny chose block. Camera bot chose quick. Quick should beat block. Okay, well, you know what? Let's refine it from there. And it is set up that, maybe next time I'll do it. It will actually hey Jackie, it will actually end the game, like if somebody gets enough points. So I tell you what, next time we do this, that's what I'll do. I'll go in there. But right now, let's get the AI to switch some stuff up. Okay, so what do we want to say? Right now, when there is an attack, only the winning attack spawns. Let's make it so that both attacks appear. I mean, let's not. Well, okay. Let's see if it works. But if it does work, like that, to me, that's amazing that I can write these 2 sentences. All right, I'm counting all my chickens. I got to stop. Got to wait from the hatch. And also just be really careful with the basket. Okay. So what does it want to get rid of? If damage is greater than 0 and damage A to B. Okay, it's just switching it around. Just saying that it should show it no matter what. Okay, like it. I like it. That's how I am in real life. I like it. I go to McDonald's. I order a hamburger. Hey, is this a hamburger? I like it. Do it, lady. That guy, right? If only I was that catchy. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to choose ocean. This guy chooses ocean. This guy's going to choose mud. Okay, so he has the mud attack. He has the mud one. I have the ocean one. Okay. So it's spawning visual effects. Oh, okay. So it's going to spawn the block no matter what. So since, okay, there's the block. Okay. All right, so let me choose quick. Okay, so if you saw that, the ball moved. Okay. Let me have the other dude do, let's see. Okay, so they're both doing blocks, so we saw the block. If you don't pick anything, it just does block for you. Okay, I'm going to have this one, my guy do strong, and the opponent will do quick. Oh, hold on. I didn't even click that. When did I click strong? Okay, well, we'll do it again. Okay, yeah, the hat. Okay, so it's working. You see how this timer is going down? Let me explain the timer now. Okay, and I got to move these into let's move these into an area where it'll be easier to see for me while I'm playing. Okay, there'll be like more of a sign, there eventually, right? But basically, I want the match to keep going. Like, if you don't pick your move, then you're just going to be blocking. You're just automatically going to set up your block, and if you set up a block and they throw a quick attack, you're fine. But if they notice you're not paying attention and they throw a strong will beat the block. And so you have 5 seconds. You got to pick your move, and you got to think, which one are they going to pick? Are they going to pick strong? Or are they going to pick block? And we're going to get to the ultimate in a minute. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to set up ultimate. I know we're going to want to build it up for a while. Right now, it's automatically available. Matter of fact, yeah, let me show you all. Okay. So look, if I pick my move after the timer's already gone off, see, you see how the stuff showed up just as the timer went off? So I'm going to click quick. And when the timer's at the end, that's when the action's going to happen. So we both pick our moves at any time. And that's when... Okay, I clicked strong, though. I didn't... Okay, this time did it know I clicked strong? No, it keeps thinking I'm clicking block. Block effect. Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, the strong went. Okay, hold on. Let me see about when I'm timing it. If I time it at even 1 second, will that count? No, I got it. When do I got to push it? Okay, I'm going to click it now while it's on 0. And let's see if at the end of it goes, the strong attack. No. When do I have to click it? Attack effect spawned for block. Okay, there we go. It just wasn't noticing I was pushing strong. Yeah, that it just didn't register that strong. Okay. Yeah, something is going on with that. Okay, this time it did work. It chose quick. Okay, and look, let's watch the other guy. Here, we'll get off. All right, let's let the other guy start attacking. Let's have him do his quick attack. Okay, let me check this timer again. Okay, when the timer starts at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm going to click it the last second. Is it going to work? Yep. Okay. Now let me click it again while it's at 0. Is it going to go? Let's see if it goes back to block. Yep, it goes back to block. So you have to choose while it's counting down. I clicked quick on the other one. You'll see. Yep, and there's the quick attack. Okay. Okay, cool. Man, now... Okay, I know the animations look weak, but we're... we'll get to that. You know, and when I say weak, like nothing... Just, like an object just slides, right? We're going to have to add sound effects, and we're going to have to choose where it slides to. You know, it's not just going to just move forward for nothing. But I just wanted to get that motion in, and I know we'll be able to do it. Okay, let's shut down the world. Okay, let's go to the object that they're spawning on. I can tell that they are backwards, because the objects were going backwards when they were attacking. They're supposed to maintain the rotation of these markers here. Maintain the rotation, guys. Come on. Why not? Hamburgers, yeah. They're good. Okay. So what should we ask the AI to do now? We got the attack. I wanted to say something in this text, okay? So right now the text is just showing the timer going down, okay? Let me get it to say the time and then say seconds to choose your attack. And actually, let me get some insight from Gemini on that one. Okay. How should I ask it? Let's look at this again. What should it say? Okay. I have a timer in a video game. The timer counts down how many seconds a player has to choose an attack. What should the timer say? I could only think, come on, man, you know how to type, right? Of something like, is that good, or do you have some better ideas? This is one of my favorite things about using AI. Just help me come up with some ideas real quick. You know, listen, if I want to start brainstorming and thinking about things, you know, you got to like switch gears in your mind, right? You got to take, like, I'm just thinking about coding right now. Now all of a sudden I want to get creative and be like, what is going to really register with people on a sign and blah, blah, blah. Okay. These are concise and effective, instantly telling the player what the number means. Time left. Choose attack. Time select. Okay. Decision. High pressure and dramatic options. Decision time. See? I like that. Window. Strike now. Okay, recommended. Choose seconds. Just keep it simple. Why it works. It's short, punchy, and uses a commanding active word. It takes up very little. You could also use seconds and rely on context. If the number disappears when the selection window closes, the player knows it's the countdown. Okay. When the timer is finished, it pauses for the player's attacks to animate. What should the text say when attacks are happening? Should it just say, and I'm sure it's not going to say that, but 0 seconds? But I just want to give an idea of what kind of, what I'm thinking about. All right, 0 seconds during the attack phase is correct, but lacks the polish that video games need. Here are a few options for the text displayed. Attack initiated, execution. Moves locked in. Okay. Best choice for drama. Selection phase. Choose 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack initiated. Round ended or damage report. Okay. Write this in a prompt that I can give to a code editor. Maybe I have to give it better instructions than that. But I want it to tell me what I should tell Windsurf. Okay, you want to consolidate, blah, blah, blah. Here's the prompt. Code editor prompt. Game timer. Okay. Implement a function, get timer display, that returns the appropriate text string for the attack selection timer based on the current game. Logic requirements, countdown state. Okay, see, I already have all this, so it's fine. Let's just, that gave me a good idea on what to do. All right. Add the words choose attack before the number on the text gizmos. Let's see what it does. Oh, look, I'm figuring out how to do stuff. I'm gonna pin this message. Jacqueline left. There we go. Pinned. What up, Teacher Danny? All right. I can see you're sending the timer value to text gizmos on update round. However, the actual text formatting happens in the script that's listening to this event. Okay, there we go. Let me check if there's an event container. So, and this thing is smart. Perfect. I found the script that handles the timer text on line 27. Okay, let me open that script up because I want to see what it's doing. I don't want to always just click, do what you want. Okay, is this the one? Where's it saying it did it? Oh, text receiver. Okay, choose it. That's it. That's all it was. Remaining time. Choose attack remaining time. Okay. All right. So in between the two, in between the attacks, like the during. Let's see. What should we write? What did Gemini recommend we write? Like, so it's gonna say, choose attack, and then it's gonna have a countdown. But when the attacks are chosen, okay, attacks initiated. Danny Bots attacking. Again, see, I got to go to like in a creative mindset. So let's just go to Danny Bots. We might change their name to Danny Mon later. I don't know. Okay. When the timer gets down to 0, it should say attacks initiating or something like that. Attacks initiating. Okay. Let's see if it just gets it for us. It seems like it gets me. It does look like a lot, and I guess it kind of is a lot, but it really is about putting in the time. I really am not that exceptional of a programmer at all. Usually, there's a couple things that I do really well, but I feel like it's like that for a lot of programmers. They got the things that they really, really do well. I really like my custom user interfaces. All right, so this is what it's going to change. If the time is less than or equal to 0, set the gizmos to attacks initiating. Oh, okay, man, this is cool. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, having this guy choose Team B. Now this guy's going to go up and choose Team A. Okay, I'll have the other guy choose. Let's do. Okay, I'll do lava robot. Which one are you gonna do? Why don't you do the electric one? They look super similar. Okay, hold on. Why did I get the lava one and you got the electric? I thought I picked. Okay. Anyway, okay, so you see the attacks are just going. Okay. Let me move where this sign is. There we go. Okay, so let me see. How's it look from right here? Attacks initiating, that's good. And this black bar, I'll probably get rid of this black bar. job, Pamela. All right, why does that have a black thing? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that black border right there. Okay. And one quick thing about this timer, I'm using text gizmos, right, to display the timers. But everything else I have displayed on the UI, right? And you absolutely can put a timer on a UI and it would click. But here's the thing. When you use a user interface, every time something on that interface changes, it has to re-render the entire screen. So that means if you had it have a timer, every time it wanted to go from 3 seconds to 2 to 1, it would have to remake that whole screen. And most people wouldn't notice. To be honest, this is actually a really simple screen for it to make. 4 buttons and then these 2 rectangles, and then a couple words. So it wouldn't be that bad. It would probably be just fine. But the thing is, that re-rendering of the entire user interface takes up a lot of brain power. So there's, potential for it to really slow down your game. And again, it probably wouldn't slow down this game, but text is looking great. I can, I'll be able to pick a nice, good font for it later. All right. So what did I say we're going to do? I said we're going to do something with computers. What are we doing? Okay, we're going to, get rid of that black bar. We got that border around it. Okay, something I know how to do. All right. Okay, here's the script. Combat UI. I'm looking for the word border, and I'm going to just find where that. Okay, so here we go. Initialize UI. This is where everything happens. See this this curly bracket I just highlighted? We're going to find the next bracket that's highlighted like that, and that means, or has like a rectangle around it, kind of, if you can tell. And we're going to find the one that's closing. And look, it's just right there. So that entire screen is just this. Okay? Now, how do I have so many things on there when I just have these 3 little pieces? Well, here's the style for the view, which is the main thing, that main piece. Then there's 2 functions, and each one of these functions has an idea of decides what the board looks like. So it's either going to be this one, the render robot choice screen, and that's the one where it's 25 squares and you could choose which one and you choose your robot, and then when you choose it, then it switches over to render attack board, and that's the one with the 4 buttons, 3 white ones, 1 gold, and health bars. Okay. So, and then see, it says here render attack board. If we find render attack board, that's from here all the way down to here. See? And this one little function is bigger than that whole initialize UI that was at the beginning. And this one, as small as I could get it. Okay. So this is the one we want to look at, because when it's attacking, here, let's go back and really look at it, okay? Okay. So no matter what, that black bar is there. So I'm guessing it's part of the regular UI. It has nothing to do with the 2 render functions. So let's go to initialize UI. Okay, and I'm guessing I would see it here, but I don't. I see it. I put border width, and I thought if you put border width and don't put a color, nothing will happen. Maybe it defaults to black. Okay. Okay, see it's compiling. Yeah, nope. Let me just try one more thing. Sometimes you have to copy. Okay, I'm going to make duplicates of them. Those are the duplicates. Here's the originals. Erase the originals. And when I do that, Fight Manager loses track of those two. So I go back over here to the Fight Manager entity. I scroll down. I find my new copied UIs. I guess it is a lot. I guess it is a lot. All right. Okay, I don't see the bar anymore. So here, maybe that's it. Maybe we got it. A. Come on, man. Work. Okay. All right, that's fine. Start it over. Okay. I think this is one of those things that sometimes you have to like leave the world. So I'm going to leave on the other robot. See, there's no more of that camera bot guy around. And I'm going to leave on this one too. And then I'll go back in. Yeah, that's the thing. And believe it or not, even with all this, it's gotten better in what it's like dealing with UIs in that. And maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but every time I make the slightest adjustment on a UI, almost every time, I have to make a complete new version of that UI. UI is user interface, BT dubs. BT dubs is long for by BTW, no, short for that, which is short for by the way, which is short for, hey man, there's some stuff I want to tell you, which is short for, I'm done. Let me see how many people are watching. 1 million people? That's crazy. Oh, now we have 2 million people watching. Okay, so we're getting back into the world. I got my other computer here, and it is also, I don't know what this travel thing is supposed to be. It's not like you can interact with it anywhere in Horizon Worlds. All right, let's look at the code while that's pulling up. This is taking too long. That is not promising. Oh, you know what? But it's 10:05. How long have I been Staraman? Let me see. If anybody has any questions or something that you want to see, let me know. And I don't mind like changing gears for a couple minutes. It would be nice. Okay, yeah. So 53 minutes. So we're gonna go for another like 6.5 minutes, and we will figure this out. So where are we? We are at making my game. We're trying to, mess with its styling. And the problem with messing with something's style in custom UI, again, is like you have to erase it and then make it again and delete it and leave the world and come back so often. If it would just work, It's just like so hard to get, momentum just to go. For things that should take seconds, take minutes because of all the loading and unloading and stuff like that. Okay. I mean, I'm like feeling the heat coming through the top of this computer. So yeah, maybe I should be done soon. Okay. Okay, let's pick the atomic one. The other guy will pick the electric one. All right. So now I have the attack board. Okay, so that white. Okay. So attack's initiating, and now we have our time to choose the attack. So I'm going to choose a quick attack. And let's see. I'm going to see what happens if I choose while the time is going. I just clicked it. Okay, then it goes. Now, I clicked it again. Apply batch. What is that? Okay, if you hit the button while attacks are initiating, it won't count. Nothing will happen. So you can only choose your attack when you what is this thing? You can only choose hold on. Okay, it's hard to keep track of all this. Like in my mind, like even what am I doing right now? Okay. Okay, let's start over. And let's play out a whole match. Pick the lava guy. He'll pick the mud guy. And away we go. All right, so I'm going to keep picking. Okay, so it just automatically defaults to block. And you see the lava guy's block is that here. Let's go look at it. Because it's just going to keep popping up. It's that big giant heart. And then you see for this guy, it's like a heart rock. And this guy, it's like, well, they both have similar blocks. They're both like heart related. But look, this has like one of those gems you cut in the middle. All right. So now let's do a quick attack. Okay, I chose quick attack. Let's see it come out. Okay, it only moved. Yeah, move forward a little bit. And but we'll change how that works. Okay. Okay, so strong punches through blocks. So that time you see the enemy's bar went down because the enemy was choosing block because it picks block by default. Okay, now watch. I'm going to have the enemy choose quick while I choose strong because a quick attack beats a strong attack because the quick attack gets in there, you know, doesn't matter how strong your punch is if it doesn't land. So the quick attack lands quicker. That's the you know, rationale behind it. Okay, he's going to do quick. This guy's going to do strong. Okay, it didn't wait for... Okay. Okay, I see that the AI, when it did it, it set up some logic. If both people make a choice, it's not going to let the counter count down. I like that. I like that because it kind of it kind of mixes it up, makes it a little bit more syncopated, makes it a little different. Now this attacks. This is a fast-paced thing. I kind of like it like this. I'm definitely going to try it way slower than this and see what it's like. But I don't know. I like the idea of this. If I can get the animations down where like things are making crashing sounds or exploding and, you know, we could be a little bit more dramatic. I don't know. I think it'll come out really cool. Like this is the game. Okay, here. Let me, again, let me, I'm going to have, we'll lose on this one. I'm going to have the other guy attack us. Look, he's going to use the mud attack now. Oh, hold on. He didn't do it. Okay. Camera bot chose strong. So the mud thing should come out. It's like a mud tidal wave. And see, our health is getting lower, the green bar. Oh, let's use our ultimate attack. Hold on. The ultimate didn't happen. Why didn't the ultimate happen? Okay, so I guess the ultimate happened, and see this guy. The game's over. All right, so the bar is all the way red. I don't know why that. And the green is at full health. Let's see what this guy's bar looks like. Same thing, green all the way and red. Oh, okay. So this one, I wonder if that's what it put in to like show who won and who lose. But I want to put signs up, be like, this player attacked this player with this player attacked this player with that. So we'll get to that. As you see, like the AI can just kind of knock it out. So anyway, thanks for checking out my stream. This is Teacher Danny. Don't forget, you sign up for the Meta Horizon Creator Program, MHCP. Just about anyone is eligible if you're in above 18 and in a country where it's done. Unfortunately, there's a lot of countries where you can't, but there are a lot of countries and a lot of people have the opportunity to do this. It's called Mobile Reloaded, this contest. You have until Halloween to submit and show people, or put it in the contest, and you can make a mobile game. And if you don't think you can make a mobile game, you're wrong. You can make a mobile game, and let me know. I'm happy to help you for free. Just make a game. At least get you. I want to teach you to fish, and then you can go get your own fish. And that's what's nice. This is the pond and the fishing pole and the boat and the 6-pack and the stories and the hat and the 12-pack, and then and a good friend and an 18-pack. All right. So thank you very much for watching my stream. Teacher Danny out.